for approval.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as stated.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this evening's agenda as given. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Next is the consent agenda, and if everyone will review the items on the consent agenda. Items placed on the consent agenda will be voted on with one motion. If any item proposed does not meet the approval of all commissioners, a commissioner may request that the item be heard under items from consent agenda. Are there any items to be removed?
No.
No.
Then I entertain a motion for approval of the consent agenda.
Mayor Pro Tem, I move to approve this evening's consent agenda as given.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. The motion passes. We have approval of the consent agenda. We have no items removed from the consent agenda and no presentations. It's time for citizen input. Is anybody signed up? No, we're making this way too easy.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into business. We have two business items. The first one, final adoption of ordinance 2019-499, an ordinance authorizing the sale of certain municipal-owned property commonly known as 119 East Cheska Street / 119 South Church Avenue. And is there any discussion or questions about this item? We've discussed it on several occasions.
We've had workshop and
Right.
discussions. Yeah. I don't have anything more.
Okay. So if that's the case, I entertain a motion for this approval of this Section 8.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem? Oh,
What?
I apologize. The ordinance number on the agenda isn't correct. It should be 2020-499. The ordinance, the detail is correct, but the information on the
2020-499?
oh, okay.
Yes.
It's right in
That's the
our,
number.
it's
It's right
right
on
in
the
our,
agenda.
It's okay in the motion and such, I just didn't know for the agenda.
Okay.
Okay, because I
it's,
said
yeah. it's-
2019.
Oh, okay, so but it's right here in the recommended motion.
Okay.
The motion is correct,
Yeah, okay.
but the agenda title wasn't correct.
Oh, okay, thank you. So, Mayor Pro Tem, I'd like to move to approve the final adoption of ordinance 2020-499, an ordinance authorizing the sale of certain municipal-owned property commonly known as 119 East Cheska and 119 South Church Avenue.
Second.
Okay. Carla, would you call the roll?
Mayor Pro Tem Fry,
Aye.
Commissioner Stites,
Aye.
Commissioner Randall,
Aye.
Commissioner Lewis,
Aye.
motion passes 4-0.
Okay. The second item of business is Resolution 2020-1172, FY20 mid-year budget adjustments. And did you want to make some comment about the changes?
Tag.
Yeah. Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioners, before you is Resolution 2020-1172 for the FY 2020 mid-year adjustments. We had workshopped this prior to the last meeting. There's no difference, well, a couple of differences from what was discussed during that workshop. I had previously proposed to reduce the gross receipts tax hold harmless administration fee, which was reduced to the city. We are looking at the potential of a different type of software application for budget preparation within finance. So rather than decreasing the budget by that amount and then coming back and requesting possibly some additional money for the budget prep application, I just eliminated the reduction, and we'll work within that amount if we move forward with the budget prep application. we're still in the evaluation stages. And then the other item was that with the change in the municipal city code for the judge, we approved this last fall, I believe, where effective with the new term, the judge's salary, or the municipal judge salary, will be 50% of the state magistrate judge salary. We didn't build that into this year's budget for the 3 months that would be remaining. And so it's a $3,000 increase from what I had talked to you at the workshop. And those are the only changes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions?
Thank you.
Does anyone have any additional questions about this item?
No.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Mayor Pro Tem, I move to approve Resolution 2020-1172, FY20 mid-year budget adjustments.
Okay.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Carla, would you call a roll?
Mayor Pro Tem Fry,
Aye.
Commissioner Sight,
Aye.
Commissioner Randall,
Aye.
Commissioner Lewis,
Aye.
motion passes 4-0.
Okay, we're on to Commissioner, City Manager, Department reports, and Mr. Mueller, do you have any reports for us?
No, ma'am, not tonight.
Okay. Mr. Gobble, do you have any?
Not tonight, Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Lewis, do you have a report?
Just a quick one. I have, I hate to break the streak here. I was able to take part in the Martin Luther King Day of Service on Martin Luther King Day on the 20th. It was a great time that a lot of people, we had more than 300 people volunteering to do services throughout the area for everything from senior centers to child haven, you name it. And it was great to be part of that and see the community come together that way. That's it.
Okay. Commissioner
No report.
Randall? Commissioner Sy?
Just a couple things. I have forgotten during the last couple of meetings to let everybody know that the MPO Policy Committee meeting time has changed to 10:30 in the morning from 1:30 in the afternoon. So they did that because the DOT representatives, I guess they have some big meeting on the same day, but back in Santa Fe, and so that gives them more time to get back there. So from now on, all the MPO meetings policy meetings will be at 10:30 in the morning. We're at whichever city that they're scheduled for that time. I think June reached out to you about the availability. So I will be attending the Municipal Day in Santa Fe, Thursday and Friday of this next week. I think we're all going, but Commissioner Randall.
Yep.
So I did attend the EDAB meeting, but I left I left early. Mayor Pro Tem Fry and I left early because of the discussion about our land use item that was on there. So we did go to part of that, but then left early. So, and as far as Northwest Mexico seniors, they were told this last week that the state or the federal monies for the NSIP, which is strictly for food, the other half of that is not coming through. So it's a concern. I will let you guys know that I'm drafting a letter, just hopefully that maybe we can get some relief from the state. But I will show that to you before it's nothing asking for money from us, but for the state. So, but I feel like those things need to be brought before you guys, not necessarily for a vote, but just for information. So I will have that for you soon. That's all, Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you.
Okay. I too attended EDAB, and there were interesting discussions on murals on Main Street, and I brought up my project about pianos on Main Street, and it has turned into a be careful what you ask for situation. I have 2 pianos prepared to be donated, so I'm making lists of questions in regards to how this can all work. And people are very enthusiastic, so I'll continue my research and we'll hope to see that happen. Could be a lot of fun. And remember that the election is going to be held March 3rd, so everybody should get out and vote. I also went to a meet and greet at San Juan County Partnership to meet the new director so she could be introduced to the employees of San Juan County Partnership. Her name is Anna Krutsky, and she'll be taking that position March 1st. So we wish her well. Are there department heads that would like to make any reports for us? Okay, Mr. Saavedra.
Commissioner. So I have a 30-minute update, and on my phone. So just wanted to let you know that this Friday will be our first meeting for the Community Development Block Grant application. We're going to have 3 meetings. So the first one will be this Friday at 5:30 at Aztec Public Library. What this is to qualify for a grant that we otherwise wouldn't qualify for based on our median income. So I would actually encourage any of the commission to attend, but this is primarily for the public so that they can give us input on what projects, infrastructure projects, they feel is lacking or needed. There's a criteria, so it just can't be any project. It has to be related to infrastructure. Dog parks are not one of them, so even though that is a heavily sought-after project, it doesn't qualify. But outside of Friday, there is going to be another one at Aztec Hub, so February 1st at 12:30 p.m. And if you can't make those ones, there's going to be one on February 4th, 6 p.m., City Hall. So giving the public 3 opportunities to express what it is that they feel that the city needs. And again, this is very specific to low to moderate income areas of the city, since as a city as a whole, we don't qualify for this grant based on our median household income. So we'll have to be very careful in examining which projects could qualify, but we need to hear from the public and hopefully to steer us in the right direction. And if you are planning to attend, if you can just give me a heads up so we don't have any issues with quorum. I would appreciate that.
So we can get it advertised if needed.
So Friday,
Okay.
5:30 at the library, February 1st, 12:30 at the hub,
Mhm.
and February 4th, 6 p.m. here at City Hall.
Correct.
Okay,
And that's all I got.
thank
Okay.
you.
I failed to mention that there will be a forum for those folks running for election, and it'll be February 18th at 6 at the Senior Center. So that should be of interest to many of us. Anybody else? Well, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you.
Everybody in favor? Aye.